coming up, and we speculated about this Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think this is probably the most anticipated Marvel movie outside of the Avengers. But we're getting lots of rumors about the Sadie Sink, what her role is going to be in the Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think the most popular rumors about Sadie Sink in the Spider-Man Brand New Day is the possibility of her playing Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat. Her possibly playing, Jean Grey, and last but not least, possibly playing. What was my last one? I can't remember what my last one was.
It's rumored that she might be playing Gwen Stacy.
Thank you, Gwen Stacy. So, in my honest opinion, this does drive up the curiosity for this particular movie because of the fact that I'm starting to hear the Jean Grey rumor a lot more now.
I'm hearing it too, but I just don't see how this actually fit in the storyline because, to be honest with you, I'm hearing rumors that Spider-Man's going to have or needs a new love interest, and there's only really two of them out of the three. So I'm really going for it. I think she's going to have a pivotal role going forward with this movie. I don't think it's going to be a one and done. She's got to be a love interest for Spider-Man. As we know it, MJ doesn't remember who Peter Parker is or knows who's the identity of Spider-Man. So he needs a new love interest. And there's only really two characters that I'm rooting for.
So I'm curious to know how this is going to translate over to the situation with Mary Jane. For those that don't know, in Spider-Man No Way Home, nobody knows who Spider-Man is moving forward after the Doctor Strange spell, including Mary Jane. So are we just going to, because she's casted to be in the movie, are we slowly moving away from the character, or are we going to have some type of love triangle here with these two characters? Three characters.
I mean, anything is possible, but I don't know. Like, I feel like Spider-Man is gonna try to, to talk to MJ and try to see if he can rekindle whatever he has left or build that relationship back up from the ground up. I mean, from the ground down. But I do want to see Peter Parker get a new love interest, and I'm kind of rooting for Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat. We haven't got her on screen. I mean, we got a Gwen Stacy before. I'm not against the idea with Gwen Stacy, but they would have to build that whole bond from, like, they got to be tight.
Gwen Stacy?
Spider-Man really, yeah, Gwen Stacy, yeah. Because that was one of Spider-Man's, like, first loves, bro. Most people don't know that it wasn't MJ, it was Gwen Stacy.
So, considering the fact that he's going to be going to a community college, is it possibly that he could meet Gwen Stacy there?
It's a possibility.
Actually, you know what? I think it might be Felicia, because it just lines up better.
It does. Plus, Felicia Hardy has a way with Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? That's the girl he wants, but he can't have.
Right. So I think the Jean Grey thing is a little bit too far fetched, if I'm being honest. But Sadie Sink does resemble a Jean Grey, though, more than she resembles a Gwen Stacy or a Felicia Hardy. Because they're both blonde.
We are getting facts, and we're getting more mutants involved in moving forward in the MCU. So anything is possible, but I just don't see her being Jean Grey. I feel like they're gonna save that for, like, Avengers Doomsday, to have Jean Grey come back and reprise the role. Who knows? But I mean, it would be confusing to have. Well, I mean,
it might be tied with Avengers Doomsday. We never really discussed that aspect of it, where
you could have a variant version,
yes,
of Jean Grey, just happens to be walking around in Brand New Day. I mean, it is okay, I'll give you that. It wouldn't be that confusing, but because we do have variants and all that. But I just feel like they would save that for a bigger role. You know what I'm saying?
If we're being honest, Spider-Man still is in the 616. So I know he's not supposed to be in this movie in Doomsday, but uh, it's gonna be tough to because there's no mutants in the 616 yet.
Nah, you have Miss Marvel who's a mutant, and you have Namor.
They don't count. They don't count.
What you mean?
Technically they do not count because there have been no mention of mutants whatsoever in the 616 except for Miss Marvel and Namor. That's it.
Well, I mean, if you want to be technical, I mean, they never said it, but I mean, now that the rumors are going on with like mutant DNA and all that, I mean, Quicksilver and Wanda are mutants. They were just, I think, what do they call them? Genetically enhanced humans, I think is what they called them.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a little murky when we talking about just seeing Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart in a trailer for Doomsday, and then we automatically have mutants in the 616. I was thinking more like, all right, let's move them over from whatever universe that they're in, the Fox universe. We call it the Fox universe. Move them over from the Fox universe, and then that'll be that. But then that still doesn't make sense because then we think about it. Who should have been in those trailers or should have been the younger versions of them. I can't remember what their names are off the top of my head, but they should have been in those trailers, not Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I do agree with you, but I mean, we got what we got, and I'm cool with it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
You wouldn't change it?
That's my opinion. No, I wouldn't change it for the world.
I would just think you would get a little bit of long-term security if you got the younger versions of Magneto and Professor X.
I do agree with you. I do. I like to see Michael Fassbender and wow, I forgot the other dude's name.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender's character. Because I did like their chemistry together. You know, like they were amazing on film together. They had this pivotal like relationship that was great. It was awesome, and I would love to see him reprise their roles again. And I mean, it could be a possibility they could come back. I mean, who knows? But I also hear rumors that they want to go a different route. They want to switch it up. New actors. I mean, I'm cool with it as long as we get someone who can who I want to go say 100% look like their characters, but can act in the roles of those characters. You know what I'm saying? We need good actors. We need that good relationship.
Ain't nothing better than Michael Fassbender and McAvoy.
Facts. There's nothing better than that. I mean, facts. Real talk. But I'm just saying, it's just rumors that they want new actors to take those roles. But who knows? I mean, anything is possible. So I do want to see those two come back though.
So 100%. So pretty much get back full circle here. We're both in agreement that a Jean Grey for Brand New Day is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, facts.
A stretch. So so it comes down to two ladies, Felicia or Gwen. Which one you want more in the movie? Well, I won't say who you want more. I'll say who you think's more likely to be in the movie.
I'm gonna have to go with Felicia Hardy.
Felicia Hardy?
Yeah. I mean, we never got her on the big screen. We got hints of her in Andrew's universe, but it never went nowhere. And shoot, I can't forget. She was also in Tobey Maguire's universe as well. But we didn't get nothing out of it.
Felicia Hardy?
Except for that scene. Yeah.
What movie? Which movie? Oh, no. No.
Was she Spider-Man 3?
That was Gwen.
That was Gwen? Oh, my fault. Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah, that was Gwen.
But overall, I do want to see Felicia Hardy in this universe. I mean, I think it's time we get a love triangle. Spider-Man is trying to balance his life as an adult and as Spider-Man, and then gets a new love interest because, you know, he's still down with the MJ thing. And maybe he tries to build that relationship. Maybe let's say, like, she curves him. Let's just say that what if MJ's like, ew, get away from me. I don't know you, bro. Why are you simping for me? You know what I mean? And then he's got to move on and find someone else. And then boom, it just happens to be Felicia. I would like to see them meet for the first time they meet these characters. If we get Felicia Hardy, is her trying to rob a bank or something.
As Catwoman. I said Catwoman. Black Cat.
As Black Cat. And then Spider-Man tries to stop her and convince her to put it back. And then she starts flirting with them all break. That would be cool. And then let's say they go to school together, and then happen to have the same class, and bam, they're trying to figure out who's who. And I would like to even go as far as shoot, screw it. Like, let's say Black Cat does know that his secret identity is Peter Parker. He is Spider-Man. That would be crazy.
It's not a bad idea. I like the idea. Especially we forget this key element is the fact that he's Spider-Man, Peter Parker is pretty much roaming the streets of New York City of trying to fill two voids. The loss of Aunt May and also the loss of his best friends because we keep forgetting about Ned. Like he's
Yeah, yeah,
completely by himself. Even he Happy don't even know who he is. So
yes, that's right. Everybody forgot who he
yeah,
is.
so everybody
It's,
doesn't know who he is. So you got to think
they know
about it
all Spider-Man, but they don't know who Peter Parker is.
exactly. So I would think them introducing Black Cat to him first would definitely make more sense. And the fact that he has somebody to relate to, you know, because at first, like you said, let's do something where she's doing something illegal. He tells her to put it back, and then she's like, "Hey, you're pretty cool to hang with," and then that's how they start to build the relationship. And I guess we can say that she goes to school with him or whatever. But we'll see. We'll see with that. But I think just doing the Black Cat thing first instead of the Felicia thing would be better.
I mean, if we get like the Gwen Stacy, it would have to be that they're only hanging out. Like he's only hanging out with her as Peter Parker. Maybe he might save her, but I feel like if you're gonna have Gwen Stacy in the movie, right? Which I'm not against the idea, you're gonna have to build her up. That means she's gonna have to keep reprising her role in the new trilogy, which I'm cool with. But that means you're gonna have to build that they're gonna have like this deep love for each other. But I just don't see that happening because he has MJ on the side, and as we all know, Peter Parker's a sim for MJ in all the comics. So like, I just don't see like a love triangle between MJ and Gwen Stacy. I just don't see that. I just don't. It just does to me. It doesn't scream like love triangle. Peter got to pick one or the other. No, but Felicia Hardy's she's she's always been like this flirt with him. Like he knows he wants to be with her, but he doesn't dig her lifestyle. He doesn't. He's not for doing things illegal. He's a superhero.
Hmm. So we forget one key element in here. We got the Punisher in the movie.
Oh, yeah,
So is there
can't forget
any
about him.
possible scenario off the top of your head that makes sense with the Punisher, with this character, Black Cat or Gwen Stacy?
I'm, I'm trying to think. He could be chasing Black Cat. It could be a possibility he's chasing Black Cat.
Hmm.
But this is where it kind of gets like I don't know. I feel like we're making things up because we still haven't gotten season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. So he got locked up by Kingpin. So eventually he's gonna get released. But I don't know. I just don't see the Punisher really chasing Black Cat though.
Okay, this
Like
transitions.
you would need you need something to have the Punisher come out of retirement to become the Punisher again. He has to be chasing somebody. Maybe it could be somebody from his past, and
I thought
he
he's
happens to
already
bump
out
into
of
Spider.
retirement after he got captured by the Kingpin.
I don't know, yo. It, as I'm saying, like I just don't. I don't know how they would add that. I don't have any idea how they would mix Black Cat and the Punisher together, but it would be pretty interesting how they do it.
All right, so since we on the topic of the Punisher, I have some sad news to inform the people. Now, we have been talking about this Blade movie for quite some time, and unfortunately, we're not going to be getting the movie. But,
Sad face, yo. Like
but,
seriously, sad face.
but, there have been reports of the possibility that Blade will be in the Midnight Suns movie, or excuse me, project. But there haven't been any details released about this particular project. Now, I was just thinking Marshala Blade paired with Bernthal Punisher in the same movie, that would be dope.
Oh yeah, that would be 100% dope.
So, give us a little brief description about the Midnight Suns, what they about, who's in this particular group, and how can we possibly make put this group in the MCU in a something that makes sense. Let's go ahead and play prediction game here.
Midnight Suns. It's a group of individuals in the MCU. I mean, there's different group members in for the Midnight Suns, but I could see Blade being the leader. I know that Doctor Strange at one point was the leader of the Midnight Suns. Punisher is one of the members. Moon Knight, the werewolf, and I feel like I'm missing another character. Uh, but overall, like they're they're supernatural group that fight, you know, villains and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know too much about them, but I do know that they're a really popular group.
Okay.
They're gonna go weird with this after we reboot the MCU. They're gonna do a whole different. They're changing things. You know, mutants are gonna be the main topic of the phases going forward. But they're gonna do little strange things. You know, like we got outer space out there. Now they're gonna go into like the witchcraft and all these new creatures. They're gonna establish that, like, you know, we got vampires in the universe and all that, zombies, werewolves. It's going to be interesting how they're going to do it. Like, I would like to see how they would bring them together. If you bring John Bernthal in to have him reprise his role as the Punisher, and he meets Mahershala Ali's Blade, just take my money. I don't care what story you give me. Just give me that. That would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see them doing a rated R for this. I can't see them not doing Midnight Suns rated.
It don't even need to be a
PG-13.
Midnight Suns movie. Just call it Blade and Punisher.
Yo, that'd be cool. Oh, you could also have Ghost Rider too. I believe Ghost Rider is one of the original members in the group.
Nah, too much. Let's just call it man. Excuse my language, man. Fuck the Midnight Suns. Just make it a Blade and Punisher movie and call it a day. I will watch that. Like, we already have the Blade, whatever Punisher special thing that they have going on. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Hopefully, that'd be some type of story.
You can change the roster. You can change the roster. I don't care about the roster too much. I mean, I know the original members are Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Blade. You could change him up with what's it called? What's his name? Black Knight.
Yeah.
Have him have him change him up with a different character. I like to see Moon Knight come back. I did like the series. That was dope.
Oscar Isaac.
Mm-hmm. He did an amazing job as
Moon Knight.
As Moon Knight.
Think he'll come back?
I don't know. Unfortunately, we're not getting a season 2 of that either. But overall, like, let's go back to the Blade topic. I mean, crying emoji. I was a little upset when I heard about this, but I mean, hopefully they do justice with him when they reboot the MCU. Like, he does deserve his own film. But if you're gonna put him in the Midnight Suns, whether that's a TV show or a movie, I'm cool with. But please do justice by him, bro. He's got to be a badass, bro. Blade ain't no joke. That's why I can't see them doing a PG-13. It's got to be rated R.
Absolutely.
And overall, I don't really care. Like I stated earlier, I don't care about the roster. But give me Mahershala Ali and John Bernthal. That's a wrap. Just take my money. I'm good.
So yeah. So okay, like I said, I'm good with that too. Just keep those two characters. Have them just kill vampires all day long. That'd be a good movie.
And just go ham, bro. Just give me pure violence, gore, and you could throw the mystery, dark, magic, sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But overall, I just want to see the savageness. Those two going to be on the big screen together. That would be amazing. And I can't imagine what like the one liners they would be hitting.
So, since we're moving away from the Midnight Suns, real quick, give me four. Well, including since it's going to include Blade and Punisher. Give me two other members for the Midnight Suns for us to start off with.
Give me Moon Knight. I ain't gonna lie to you. Give me Ghost Rider. I feel like we need a new Ghost Rider. It's been a while since we got something from him.
I'm sorry,
You're not a big Ghost Rider fan?
it don't make sense for the MCU. MCU's too watered down for that.
Well, who would you want?
Moon Knight, and I guess Doctor Strange.
I mean, if
Even though he don't really make much sense based off of how the MCU is going.
if Cumberbatch wants to come back and and be the leader, I'm cool with that too.
But yet
But
again,
I feel like he's more. I feel like he's more of an Avenger than a Midnight Suns. To be
yeah,
honest with
that's why I
you,
was saying it really doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to think. Ugh. Hmm.
because you there are other characters like Werewolf by Night, um, Morbius, Agatha Harkness. I'm
Maybe
even hearing a
Agatha.
possibility,
Agatha.
yeah, and I'm even hearing Riri Williams, Ironheart. I just don't see that happening.
Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Well, we'll continue to monitor that. But last Marvel topic we have is the Avengers Wakanda Fantastic Four trailer leak. Now, it's a blurry little leak video bootleg, but in your best ability describe what you saw in the trailer.
Yeah, I've been trying to find this trailer for a while because there's been talk for days. But for what I can recall, is that we get a glimpse of the Fantastic Four in Wakanda. We get Pedro Pascal and everybody else reprise their roles from the Fantastic Four film, and they land in Wakanda as we know it. Uh, from the new Avengers film or the Thunderbolts, we see the new Avengers seeing the Fantastic Four ship crash landing on Earth, but we get a glimpse of them landing on Wakanda, which only makes sense because um, Black Panther was introduced in the Fantastic Four comics back in the day, so it's I'm cool with it. And then we get a glimpse of the Fantastic Four introducing themselves to the Wakandans.
Hmm. So we go back and forth about Black Panther. Okay, so this wasn't involved in this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just say it anyway. I don't know what you plan on doing with Black Panther as far as Shuri's concerned, but she gotta move out the way. It's it's dancing Idris time, all right? And I'm sorry, every time I see her on screen as Black Panther, I'm not rocking with it. Just the thought of her being in this leak trailer, it just ruined my excitement for this movie. And I've said this once and I've said it before. Black Panther 2 was the worst Marvel movie that I have ever seen in my life. There is like that is my least favorite movie. Like I'm looking for the exit throughout the whole movie. And you got to do something about that because it just doesn't it's not going to move right for me. It ain't moving right for me.
can't hate on Black Panther 2. I liked it. It was really sad though, but I mean, we got what we got. I did like the dude who played Namor. That was one of the best things we got out of that. But I do agree with you with what's her name again? The
Shuri.
sister, Sherry. Wow, excuse me. I do agree with you about Sherry. Yo. Get the fuck out the way, bro. Get the fuck out the way. Like that whole bullshit, how she overpowered Namor. Okay, cool. You used your intellect. I'm cool with it. But there was no way in hell you running the hands with Namor, bro. Like there is no way, bro. I don't give a damn if it was the suit that saved your ass, but that was some bullshit.
I
But overall, yeah, I think it's time we give the mantle back to someone who deserves it. But
yeah,
overall,
no. Mm-mm. I can't like I tried my absolute best, but I'm just like, you know what? You could have saved this trailer for last, because or not even release it at all, because Shuri just don't look right to me.
we got what we got, bro. I mean, there's not much. I mean, like, I think we talked about this before. Why didn't you just bring Michael B. Jordan back, bro? Why couldn't you just give him the mantle? But whatever. Yeah, he's a killer. He tried to, commit genocide in the world and whatever, yo. Who cares? Like,
All
it
right,
just you could have just had a variant version of Michael B. Jordan's character, Killmonger, just take the mantle and make him good or whatever. But hey, that's too much. That's asking for too much. That's just my opinion. The best that we got out of it was Namor. I fuck with him. That's my man's. He's a beast. And I do see him playing a pivotal role for the Avengers Doomsday going forward. I hope we're gonna get something out of it. I'm really hoping and I'm praying for it that we get his group in Avengers Doomsday or in Avengers Secret War. I'm hoping for it. I'm praying for it. Please give it to us.
what's the significant role in Doomsday in this trailer of Namor?
That as they're trying to solve the incursions, that you have some superheroes who don't agree with with battling the other universes in order to save their world. As we already know, the incursions is when one world corrodes or two collide with each other, one or two planets or universes will be destroyed. So in the comics, that leads up to Secret Wars. There, you had Earth's different multiple versions of Earth fighting each other. As we know it, like we had characters that didn't agree with the method. Some characters agreed with it. Doctor Strange was doing his own thing. Doom was doing his own thing. You had the Avengers going one on one against other universes until there was only two left. And as we in the story, Captain America was against killing. That's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had groups of individuals, other superheroes that aligned with villains in order to destroy other universes on their own by any means necessary. Namor's about his people, and Namor don't fuck around. The same thing with Doctor Doom. So he goes going around trying to destroy other universes with the help of Thanos, and they build a group with his children, the children of Thanos, and they built a group called the Cabal, which they were badass motherfuckers, just basically just wrecking other universes to make sure that they save their own planet or their own universe.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, the 616. I don't see that happening in this movie, but I could see it happening in Secret Wars, where you could have a group of individuals. It doesn't have to be the children of Thanos. It could be anybody else who are like, screw this. We're gonna have to do what we gotta do by any means necessary.
Hmm. So, what is the significance with the Fantastic Four seeing Namor and Black Panther? I can't even call her Black Panther. Shuri.
uh, from what I'm hearing with the rumors on the internet is that they're either chasing Doctor Doom and they land the 616, or they are the reasons why they bring Doctor Doom to the 616. Uh, it's just speculation. I'm gonna say, as we got these rumors going around that from these new trailers for the Avengers Doomsday, that it seems that Doctor Doom is still in I don't know how to say this without it just sounds wrong, but okay. Just call it for what it is. He's stealing children.
The next of kin.
The next of kin. He's taking people's heirs. Yeah. He's taking people's heirs, and um, this is some really wild shit because he's stealing people's children left and right, bro. Like we got rumors of him possibly taking Frank Richards from the end of Fantastic Four. These are just speculations here, so don't say that I'm saying that he's stealing these kids' children. It's a possibility from the short Thor trailer, excuse me, that he stole his niece, Gore the God Butcher's daughter, and it's a possibility he's gonna go after Chris Evans' child, which I believe it's a boy.
Evans' child. Call him by his name.
Captain America. Excuse me. Our Captain America, not yours. My goat. My goat. The real OG. I don't give a damn what y'all say about that shit. But whatever. It's a possibility he's stealing Steve Rogers' child. So I mean, these are just speculations here. This is crazy. So which causes them to probably land in Wakanda, which is pretty cool. As we know, like I stated earlier, that the Fantastic Four did introduce Black Panther in their original comic series, which is just an Easter egg, which was pretty cool. They're probably gonna be like, "Hey, sorry that we landed here. We're from another universe. Blah blah blah. We're trying to find a friend of mine who is causing problems in other universes," and then they're probably gonna align with each other.
So, what is the significance of allegedly of Doom taking these children, the heirs? Excuse me, the heirs.
It's probably because they're creating incursions, branch timelines, because these characters are not supposed to exist.
Okay.
So I believe he is fixing loose ends. Is a nice way for me to say it. Because I don't want to say he's trying to, off them. But overall, I think he's trying to fix loose ends, or it could be that he's trying to get them to come after him, or use the children as leverage in order for these heroes to basically fight the other universes in order to stop the incursions. I mean, what better way of you forcing heroes who don't kill by holding their next of kin hostage and saying, if you don't do what I tell you to do, then I'm going to just have to, get rid of your child. And he could be throwing that your child is not supposed to exist. I'm sorry. You did something you weren't supposed to do. They're not supposed to exist in this universe, but they do. They're causing incursions. But you can help me fix a problem in another universe, and then I'll let your child go. I could see that happening too.
Makes sense. I can grant you the wish of being within any universe you choose to be in, and your child will not cause problems. Excuse me, will not cause an incursion in this particular universe.
Or we just get the savagery and cut the bullshit and cut all the BS, and he just gets rid of them. Gets rid of these children, which causes the Avengers to reassemble and having to fight Doom. This is going to be really dark if they do that, because I'm like, damn, bro, like if Doom is really off break trying to just murk these children, like that's crazy. So but I don't.
That's a lot.
It's not too far fetched.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot because like I stated earlier, Doctor Doom is a man of few words, and he's a man with a mission, bro. He don't play around, bro. He gotta do what he got to do. He don't play that. That's what makes him different from other villains and other superheroes. He's not that guy who's gonna say like, I don't have time to think about the consequences. If it's in my way, I'm gonna move it out of my way.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, so we got some Marvel actors and actresses moving over to the other side, and that is pertaining to the upcoming Batman Part 2 movie, where we have Sebastian Stan. he is going to be casted as Two-Face. And it's a two-parter here. Scarlett Johansson is rumored to be in the movie as well, and talks to be Gilda Gold, Harvey Dent's wife. I guess we should start off with the Batman Part 2. Two-Face. There have been rumors about the possibility of us moving in the Long Halloween Part 2 comic book as far as the foundation of this movie.
This is really interesting because I'm really shocked to see Sebastian Stan go into the DC universe. Or let me rephrase this.
Is it really the DC universe? Because this is its own separate entity.
Yes, you're right. My fault. Correction. Because I was gonna say, let me change my words.
Don't put him in the conversation with that Superman and the Lanterns and Supergirl. Don't put him in that.
He's in the real. How do I say this? This is my words. He's in the real DC universe. The real DC universe. But overall, it's crazy to see him in a Matt Reeves movie, and I'm looking forward to him. I'm really shocked that he's going to be playing Two-Face. I had to really think about this. This is a really serious role if he's going to be playing Harvey Dent. And, I really want to see what he got for this character, like how he's going to portray this character. He's going to be playing a significant role in the Batman if we're going to be taking bits and pieces of the Long Halloween. So, in the Long Halloween, there's a holiday killer that's going around murking people, and Batman is trying to solve this mystery, and he needs the help of Harvey Dent. And I can see this probably could cause Harvey to turn into Two-Face. I don't see him being Two-Face in this movie, but if they do, that'd be crazy. But I feel like that's kind of rushing it, is what I'm trying to say, because I feel like we don't really got a Harvey Dent, like being Harvey Dent without getting Two-Face. I mean, they're one and the same.
Do we care for Harvey Dent though?
I'm not against the idea of him playing Harvey Dent, but like I stated, like he's got to come with his A game, bro. This is acting. This is not no Bucky type, like, bullshit.
No
but
talking.
No talking. Like, this has got to be straight. That's why I'm really shocked, because I'm not saying he don't have it. I think he has it in him to pull out a Harvey Dent. But him as Two-Face, I don't know yet. I got to see what we got. Scarlett Johansson playing his wife. I heard rumors that she was going to play his wife. I heard that she's going to be playing a villain herself. Possibility she could be playing Catwoman. But as we know it, Zoe Kravitz is not coming back to reprise her role as Catwoman, which I'm kind of upset about. But okay,
you like
cool.
that version?
I like that version. But I don't see Scarlett Johansson playing Catwoman. I don't see them swapping that. So let's not even talk about that. I don't see them touching that. If she is gonna play Harvey wife's Dent, this is crazy, because I feel like Scarlett Johansson coming into this universe,
it's got to be a long-term type of role.
It's got to, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It needs to be a long-term role. But if Batman's not having Catwoman as a love interest, we need a new love interest. And are you a fan of the Batman: The Mask of the Phantasm?
It's the first freaking movie I've ever rented from the library.
It was a great movie, bro. You can't never go wrong with that. The Goats, classic. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. But overall, I could see him having a new love interest. I do personally think Scarlett Johansson is probably going to be another criminal walking in the streets of Gotham, and I would like to see her play the Mask of the Phantasm. And it's pretty crazy, because I was going back and rewatching this movie a couple of days ago, and you know what the crazy part is? This character never had a name.
What do you mean she never had the name, or
in the movie? In the movie,
oh.
Mask of the Phantasm, that villain never had a name.
Okay.
which is pretty crazy. So she's a redhead, so I could see, or she's played redheads before, but I could see her being, wow, what's her name? Veronica,
Drea.
I believe. Andrea.
Andrea
Correction. Thank you,
Beaumont.
Andrea. I could see her playing Andrea. I would like to have Batman have another love interest because he did love her in that film, and I could see him having deep emotions.
Shit, to be honest with you, I feel like she was. You can say what you want about Catwoman on the animated series side, but I don't think
Hmm.
I've ever seen him, get involved with someone more than Andrea.
Facts. Like that whole story was touching. Like him bumping into her in at his
It was at the mall,
tombstone of
wasn't
his
it? It was at
parents.
a mall.
I could have sworn that he wasn't he at like at his like the tombstone of his parents, and he
Oh,
was
it
crying,
might have
begging.
been that. Nah, no, I think they reconnected at the grave, but I think they.
No, you're right. You're right.
No,
They
no,
bumped
I'm
into the
tripping.
wall.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm messing up. That's Cat. That's Cat. No, Batwoman. That was the Batwoman movie. You remember the Batwoman movie?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
He met Shawty at the mall because she was trying to ditch the bodyguard. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
yeah,
might
yeah.
have been. I think you might be right. It might be the grave. It might be the grave.
I'm trying to remember. Jesus. Oh yeah, yeah. It was a grave. It was a grave. But I'm overthinking it because I'm trying to get something out real quick. I can see Scarlett Johansson playing that character, but because we haven't really gotten a Bruce Wayne in this universe yet, we've only gotten the Batman. So as we know, that Bruce Wayne is going to come out more. As we knew in the end of the first one, he realizing that him like having this fear, have establishing this dominance as Batman to his villains is kind of hurting the city because they saw him as a vigilante, but now they see him as a hero, and he's like, I gotta come out as Bruce Wayne. So I could see him being more of a Bruce Wayne. So he needs a love interest. He needs someone to get it out of him because that whole tombstone scene of him bumping into her, and he's begging his parents because this is why it's, oh God, I fucking love Kevin Conroy, bro. This was acting was like, this is when they let it like the story was intense, bro. This dude was begging his dead parents to let him have a happy life because he promised them that he could save Gotham, and he's over there begging them, like, please, can I just be happy? I didn't intend for me to be happy. I just want to be happy. Like, I promised that I was gonna save Gotham, but I don't think I could do it. And it's crazy because you're seeing this dude like, bro, your parents want you to be happy. Your parents don't want you to be Batman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But he has this deep sense of moral that he needs to save and impress his dead parents by any means necessary, which makes him crazy though, because I'm sitting there, bro, like, why do you think your parents want you to be Batman? Like, bro, just live your life. But at the same time, we got a great movie. It was amazing. I could see them kind of doing something like that too.
I can see it, but only thing concerning is her as the phantasm in the movie could make it a little bit complicated due to the fact that we don't have who are the crime families we still have left. Because the Maronis and the Falcons are gone.
No, well, you still got Falcone's daughter walking around. She's in the loony bin, but
Sophia,
she
she's
could
still
come
in
back.
Arkham.
Sophia still in Arkham, so I mean, you still got her. And I think the Maronis are all dead,
Yeah, the Maronis are
if I
done.
remember.
So
Are they done?
we go, I'm about to go back and rewatch the movie and see what the other crime families were. But
But you still have Colin Farrell's Penguin.
yeah,
He's still walking around, so he's part of the families, whether we like it or not. He is the new Kingpin, so he will play he's coming back, so he's gonna play a big part. Uh, but it's far fetched. I know I'm only speculating, but I could only see her playing like a love interest for Batman, but her playing Harvey Dent's wife, that'd be crazy.
mm, I'm
But
dead.
I just don't want to see her. I just don't want to see her off like in one movie because I feel like with Scarlett Johansson, you're paying top dollar for her, so you want to keep her role. You want to have
Are
her
we
as a
really paying top dollar for her? Because I feel like she's on like the downslide of her career right now. Like she's just taking anything. Because let's just be honest, Jurassic Park was not like that.
it wasn't.
And I got it on
It
Peacock. I
wasn't.
got it on Peacock. I didn't even watch it
Eh,
in theaters.
we had our boy in that movie too, and it wasn't that great either. But I mean, shoot. Uh, oh no, like it's like going back to the whole like brand new day. Like I feel like you need to have that love interest, and that's one way of getting it out of it. But overall, like no Catwoman, so I don't see how that's. I don't. I don't know. I just don't see her playing Harvey Dent's wife. But hey, cool. If that's what they're gonna do, I'm cool with it.
Okay, no
But that means
Harvey
she's
Dent's
probably
wife, so I wouldn't say Talia.
that's another that's another one. Damn, if it's Talia, it's over. It's over.
So you think it's a possibility it could be Talia?
No, I don't. I could see it happening, but do we want another like uh Ra's al Ghul type family going on right
well,
now?
I'll tell you this. I want them to do the Ra's al Ghul thing the right way because their iterations on screen have been pretty freaking bad.
Yeah, I could see them retconning a lot of stuff. I mean, if as long as we don't do the Lazarus Pit, I'm cool with it.
No Lazarus Pit?
No, because then it kind of goes in the realm of like mystic arts and stuff. I mean, you could do it, but I mean, then you would have established that Ra's al Ghul's been around for like thousands of years and stuff like that. I just don't see it. They're just trying to keep it grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So yeah, let's just go ahead and just keep that all the way out then, because
yeah,
that's
unless you got like you could use the Lazarus Pit like as a healing herb, but it doesn't make you live forever. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like could like recover your body, but overall, I feel like that's still a little far fetched.
hmm. So I guess it does make more sense for her to be a Andrea better than being, um, or you never know, she end up might just being
Harvey Dent's wife.
no somebody random like a lawyer that works with Harvey Dent that takes interest to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
But how
I
would
mean,
they? But the thing is, though, how would that translate? See, this is very hard because we didn't get much Bruce Wayne in the last movie. The only Bruce Wayne interactions that we had was probably when he went to the funeral. That was it.
yeah, when he went to the funeral, and then when he went to go see Falcone at his club.
That was it. So yeah, I would lean more towards Andrea
Me too.
because
I mean, you just need you need somebody to get it out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like you
right,
need someone to
humanize him a little
humanize
bit
him.
because it looks
Yeah.
like there's no emotion in him whatsoever. He's just sitting there all emo in the first movie and don't really not really speaking much. And I get it. We're in the first couple of years of you being Batman, but at the same time, like, could we where that charismatic billionaire playboy shit at?
No bullshit. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the first. I love the first movie, but I'm cool with not having Bruce Wayne either. Like I just want to see the more of the psychotic side of Batman
Oh yeah, that was my
and
biggest
his
pet peeve
villains
with the
too.
other movies. I hated there was too much Bruce Wayne.
Facts. That's the one thing. It's like I just want to see Batman, bro, and just seeing Batman, and because it took. They're taking inspiration of the Long Halloween, but it also was like year one Batman, even though this was like year two in the movie. But they were taking heavy inspiration from year one Batman, like where he was trying to figure out how to be Batman, put fear into his criminals, but also establish that he wasn't Batman by being Bruce Wayne. He was being less and less of being Bruce Wayne, which if you read or watched the year one Batman, a lot of his villains tend to find out like Batman has to be somebody who's rich because there is no way he's able to do the things he's doing unless he had the money to do it.
Mhm.
Where you get a lot of like characters start to figure out already, like Riddler and Penguin and Joker possibly thinking that maybe this dude is a rich billionaire playboy going around beating villains, but they didn't have no solid proof. Not until later into his career. So I dug that. Like him putting fear into his villains. Like that whole movie was fucking phenomenal. Gangsta. I loved it from the beginning to the end. He just how he established the fear and how his villains are crazy. And I loved it. Like the dude who played Riddler, that was amazing. He did an amazing job.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be getting the Joker's character back in the movie.
So that's where I'm also leaning on too with the Mask of the Phantasm because Joker did play a crucial role in that movie.
Yeah, he was so in the Phantasm movie. There was a picture taken with all like the big gangsters in Gotham.
Yeah.
So the Joker being in that picture, he would have to be a gangster too.
Yeah, I believe he was a hitman, right? He was an assassin for the mafia.
I can't
I
remember.
believe I believe that was the original premise in that movie where Joker wasn't a comedian like he didn't have a family, he was an assassin and then he became the Joker. Which okay, I'm cool with it. I mean, if we're going to ground it, okay, cool. I mean, I like his originals somewhat of, cuz his origin stories are is clunky. It's never really a set origin story for the Joker, which I love. So let's pause. Pause. So I can see him being a gangster, so I'm cool with that too.
Because I'm just thinking the Jack Nicholson iteration of it. There was no was there a backstory with it? Did he fall into the chemicals and that's how he became?
Yeah, I believe he was working with the mafia. I don't know if he was a hitman. I don't think so. I think he was just like a goon, like just
Yeah, a
like
hired
working
gun.
with.
It was a hired gun, and in Dark Knight, it was just he just shows up.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's not really much backstory when it comes to the Joker. So
but overall, like I want to see that dude come back, play the Joker. I mean, I believe he's him. Like when we got that cameo scene with him and the Riddler, and he gives him the riddle, and then the Riddler figures it out like he's like a friend, and they both just start laughing.
right,
Like that blew my mind. Like that was amazing. I loved it. I do think he's that guy. I think he can bring the Joker out. I mean, it's been a long time since we actually really got a Joker, and Jared Leto, you're not even in the
you
conversation.
won't put.
But he's not in that conversation, bro. He's not him. He's not that dude. He's not even Morbius. So overall, I do think this dude got it. It's crazy to see like we're getting MCU characters playing in the Batman. So let's call it out for what it's for. Scarlett Johansson's character is dead, so she's gonna play in the new Batman. Cool. You got the dude from the Eternals, the Speedster. I forget his name. He's the Joker.
Icarus.
And then you guys have Icarus, and then you got Sebastian Stan. So let's call it for what it is. Probably the Winter Soldier is not gonna make it. So I'm cool with it. A farewell story with him and him playing Two Face because this means he's gonna have a significant role going forward. I mean, let's just be honest, because I don't see them doing one and done with Two Face, bro. Please don't do that, because I did like the other dude who played Two Face, but I felt like you could have saved him for another story.
Okay, this is going way off topic because this is going into the Dark Knight thing, but the plan. So I felt like the reason why they had that Two Face character so short lived was because they had plans for the Joker character in the Dark Knight Rises.
No, I
So
agree with you.
I ain't mad that you did that, but I do agree with you as far as damn, like we just established the Harvey Dent character as the White Knight of Gotham, and then we flipped the switch like 75% into the movie where he only commits one crime as Two Face.
Correct.
But I feel like they didn't really peel any layers back to make him transition to Two Face.
Except for the fact that he lost the love of his life. But, I mean, that's pretty much, we're going to get the same story again. It's just going to be with a different character. I believe it was Rachel that he was in love with. But um, my thing is like, okay, if we get him play Sebastian Stan to play Two-Face, I'm cool with it too. Like, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we need to flesh this character out. Like, give me more. I don't want to say origin story. Give me more.
Develop the character better.
Develop the character development. Give me Harvey Dent. If we're going to route that we're going to get him to become Two-Face and everything, I feel like we're kind of repeating the same thing from like the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, I feel like they're just going to off him, and that's where I have a problem with I don't want to go back to the MCU topic, but real quick, is how like the MCU kind of deals with their villains. They kind of just, they're one and done, and then they just kind of move on with a new character or a new villain and whatever. But I just don't see them doing that. I feel like, because the Riddler didn't die in the first one, so he could come back. The Penguin ain't dead. He's coming back, as we already know it. And I see them doing the same thing with Harvey Dent. I feel like they need to build a roster up of villains, because Batman needs to have villains in order for him to continue going forward. So I just don't see them getting rid of Two-Face in this one movie. And I don't see him becoming Two-Face in this movie, to be honest with you. I don't. I think they should save it for the third movie, or save it for the end of the movie, but we don't get him as a criminal. I just don't see them doing that. I feel like they need to. I feel like they need to develop the character more. I feel like he's going to help Batman a lot as the White Knight of Gotham.
You also got to help James become the commissioner too, as well.
Correct. And I see them doing that, but I just don't see him becoming a villain off break. I just don't. Maybe just me.
I'm in agreement with you. I agree with you. Like, we need to have peel the layers back of the Harvey Dent aspect first, so we can get into the transition into being Two-Face, because I really just didn't like, okay, let's just go ahead and just kill Rachel, and that's just going to be the defining moment for you to become a criminal. Like, I feel like there should be a lot more with that character than just that to make that move, whether it be him talking to mobsters behind closed doors, trying to convince him, like, look, we can use you on the payroll, or threaten to kill a family, or what are you doing this for? Like we're all bad guys here. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like,
yeah, no, I got you.
Do a little bit more
deep,
with
though.
it. Yeah, do a little bit more.
Deep.
Do a little bit more psychological with it than just kill Rachel, kill Gilda. What's her name? I forgot what her name is already. What we call her? We called her Gilda. Yeah, kill Rachel, kill Gilda. Like, and then, oh, I'm bad now. Let me go ahead and be Two-Face. I know you need to do more with that. That's
yeah. You need to develop that love. Like, I feel like this movie is going to also deal with like relationship between like Harvey and Batman, and also like Commissioner Gordon, but also with their love life as well. Like, I mean, they have to have, like, Two-Face goes crazy because you get rid of his girl. That's one of the defiant moments of him becoming Two-Face.
Let that be the hump to break the camel's back. Let that be that.
But if we're gonna keep it grounded, let's keep it a buck. Because everybody here in Gotham is not fucking clean, bro. Everybody's fucking dirty.
Everybody's dirty.
So let's just call it for what it is. I want to see Sebastian Stan be a little bit dirty, bro. Like, you can call him the White Knight. I'm cool with it. But let's say I don't want to say that he's taking money from the mob.
Let him have a whole bunch of confidential informants. And then
let's say that he had a relationship with all these big shots. Like, not on top of politics, but I'm talking about like the gangsters. Let's say he grew up with these gangsters. He knows them. He's probably, let's say, like, they play golf or some shit together.
Right.
And they mingled a little bit.
Right.
They got some type of respect for each other. But then this dude's like, I want to do something different with my life. I don't want to become a gangster like y'all. I want to be something productive in my life. And then he goes the lawyer route, and then tries to become, like, working with Batman and all that. And then you got these thugs over here talking about, like, bruh, you used to be one of us. Like, you used to be our mans, what the fuck? Oh, it's like that? All right, bet. Say less. We gonna get you where it hits you the most, your girl. And I can see them doing this too, because I'm tired of like the whole Harvey Dent thing, like him having the coin, and he grew up with it.
That's where I was gonna go with it next. I'm like, that coin, like, shit. You got to work that coin a little bit better than that.
You got to work the coin a little bit better than that. I was the one to see. Oh, he had it the entire. No, make it that his girl gave it to him.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let it be.
Let's just say, like, she's afraid for him every day, that she doesn't know if he's gonna make it home or not, and she decides to give him a little bit of luck and confidence and be like, here you go. Like, just that's like, if you ever down and out or whatever with bad luck, always remember, luck is what you make it. I don't believe in luck. I believe in fate. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. And that might play a pivotal role for him. Like, that's my girl. You know, she always got my back. She's like, she's my day one chick.
Mm-hmm.
And then, boom, she's done.
She's done. And the only thing that he can remember her by is that goddamn coin.
That coin. Facts. Facts. Fuck yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. And that would fuck him up mentally.
Right. He said, heads or tails. They flip the motherfucking coin. Like, that works.
And I would like to see him. I know it's a little far-fetched, but I like to see him actually murk somebody. Like, get back at his killer. Well, the person that killed.
We'll get to that. But as far as right now, developing the character of Harvey Dent, because like you said, we may not see a Two-Face in this movie. We'll just get the development of.
Because if we're going to be honest with the speculations that we're making, the what ifs in our mind right now, if you're going to have Joker, you can't overshadow the Joker. Is he going to be the big villain of this movie? I don't think so. As we know it, we're supposed to be having Clayface, Mr. Freeze, which I want to see a Mr. Freeze movie. Please do that. And if we're going to have Master the Phantasm, I feel like that's too many villains. And then if you're going to add Two-Face, that's 5 people, bro. I feel like we're just finally getting a sequel. I just feel like that's too many villains for one movie. I don't know about you. In my personal opinion, I feel like I'm not jinxing it, but I'm gonna call it what it's for. I feel like we're going the Tobey Maguire route when it comes to number 3. There's just too many villains going on. There has to be a main villain. Of course, you can have other villains on the sideline because that's what the Long Halloween was all about. He had his villains already set out there, but they didn't play the main role. Like they had them there. Maybe they could be like side missions. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Arkham Asylum. You have side missions. You have them there, but they're not the main focus. But if you're gonna have Joker, he's gonna overshine a lot of people, bro. Like let's keep it real. The Joker is gonna overshine a lot of people. If we're gonna get a Joker, he can't just be like 5-minute cameo, bro. No, you can't have 5-minute screen. No, bro, you need to have him there for. Maybe I'm pushing it. Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe at least, but not all in one time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have one scene 5 minutes, another scene 5 minutes, another scene 5. He's just in and out. But at the same time, he plays a pivotal role, which I think he is going to be the main villain for number 3. If we get another sequel, he is going to be the main villain for number 3.
All right, so how about this? How about, because all these villains don't make any sense. I could see Harvey Dent, but again, you said we're not rolling with Two-Face so far in this movie. So I would think we're going to use Scarlett Johansson as the holiday killer, but make her be Andrea and make her be the holiday killer.
And make her the love interest for Bruce Wayne. To get Bruce Wayne out, to flesh out Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Facts. I agree with you.
But I don't think I don't think Clayface is in this movie. I really don't. It don't make sense for him to be in the movie. Now, Joker, okay, cool. Yeah. Penguin, yeah. Harvey Dent, okay. Well, we already got the confirmation that we're getting to Harvey Dent, but just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Like I said, like I feel like you're pushing that Tobey Maguire route. Like you're trying to get all these villains out, and it's like I feel like you're just overshadowing.
If we're trying to make this thing long term, like ease it out a little bit. Ease it out.
And I have faith in Matt Reeves, bro. I have faith in him. He did phenomenal with the first movie, and he did phenomenal with the Penguin, bro. Like, and I know that we're supposed to have got this movie this year, but it got pushed back for next year, and I'm okay with that. I'm cool as long as we get what we want. You take your time, you write a good story, you make it make sense, and you ground it like you did the first movie, and we get a great storyline, and we just get Batman being a badass, and we get a little bit of Bruce Wayne, just a little bit more Bruce Wayne. That's it.
A little more Bruce Wayne.
A little bit more.
Can I get a minute number? I just want 20 minutes. That's all I need.
What do we get? Like Bruce Wayne only had like what? At least like 5 minutes, maybe,
10
maybe at
maybe.
that.
10 10 the most.
10 the most. So give me like another 10,
So 20 minutes.
20
Yeah,
minutes.
that
Yeah.
that was my biggest pet peeve is like growing up watching the Batman movies of the Val Kilmer, the George Clooney, and the Michael Keaton movies. Bro, is Batman ever gonna show up in these movies? Like, well, the Michael Keaton was especially like, is Batman ever gonna come in these movies? Like,
We're like you had you dragging and waiting on like bro like I like Bruce Wayne like the next person but bro like we all came here to see him wear the cape where the fuck is the cape where's the fucking mask where's the badass scenes dog but
right?
overall I mean those are classic films overall even though they weren't the greatest movies of all time I mean except for my man Michael Keaton that's the GOAT overall I could see them taking their time I'm cool with it it sucks that we have to wait. I'm really looking forward to this film to come out, and I can't wait because the first one, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have faith in the first one, but when I went in the movie theaters and I watched it, that shit convinced the shit out of me. I was like, good God Almighty, bro! Like, what is this, bro? And to this day, I still be watching the movie at least like 2, 3 times a year, bro. Like, and talking about that since it's the New Year's, I definitely got to watch this movie this weekend. Definitely got to rewatch it, definitely, and watch the Penguin right after that jump too.
It's about that time. Cause I
It's
probably
about that
watch it
time.
once or twice a year since this came out.
Facts. And if we're gonna get Mr. Freeze as a villain, you also like going back to what we were saying. It seems like we're getting a lot of love interest in here. So like, there's gonna be a lot of love into the story. So I could see them Mr. Freeze being the main villain. Or but if you're gonna have a holiday killer like the Long Halloween, I'm cool with it too. But if you're going to Mr. Freeze route too, you need to establish him and his wife, bro. You need to have that deep connection. You know what I'm saying? And that could probably play like the whole Bruce Wayne thing going like, bruh, like he loves his wife, like I like my girl. But as we all know it, Batman is not, and maybe a, a ladies' man, but there's only one lady who's always gonna have his heart, and that's Gotham.